Good morning and welcome to Grand Thumb Farms. We're on Maizy Lou Farms doing the Zero to Hero Challenge. And it's not morning. I was planning to come back in the morning when I finished all the contracts for the month of April and hopefully had our first little batch of goods from the new garden. But I had an idea. I was doing really good. I didn't spend any money. And then I was going through the used vehicle market and found something that I thought was a good buy. It wasn't a good buy when we were mowing grass the other day, but it was today. We had the opportunity to buy this windrow, and we did. But what got me interested was this tedder was on sale. So we have a tedder that has 8.2 meter working width and a windrow that has 9 meter working width, and that'll be good for our grass work. That way we don't have to worry about our mower being able to windrow. We still have the mower leased. There was no more contract, so I need to return that. And I started moving bales. I was starting to stack them here in the front, and they're at 72%. So there's really no sense in moving them all to the side just to move them again to the trailer. And our trailer needs to be reconfigured. Oh, no, it doesn't. It already has the bale. Okay. Yeah, it has the bale walls or whatever they're called. Bale bars. They're bale bars. Yeah, the bale bars are on. So it's ready to go. We're moving the silage to the sale. I have been moving my apples over to the apple juicer, where the best apple juice on Maizy Lou is created. And I did all the contracts that were offered in the month. And while once I figured out that they were all done, I was just going to get these wood transports and basically first of all, slow down. The contracts were basically fertilizing and hoeing. I did a bunch of those. Probably, well, I guess I can look. Stand by. Nope, incorrect. This button, statistics, tracks, missions. Oh, I did 7, I guess, since I've been playing, but in the last 3 hours. So, a lot of them have been, a lot of the time has been not doing contracts, just trying to decide exactly what I was going to do. But anyway, fertilizing and hoeing is basically what I've done. Nothing really else. I was, the only thing I purchased besides those 2 pieces of equipment was fertilizer before that. So anyway, the whole point of coming back this afternoon instead in the morning was I had an idea. And I decided I didn't want to wait till tomorrow or next month to do it. So I figured I'd bring it back and show you kind of what my idea was. And I'm not sure I don't think it's super cheaty. I've been doing these contracts for these guys, and I think they're happy with my work because they keep paying me to do it. And once I had done, or once I had decided to buy those two pieces of equipment, was after I decided that I was done for the month, and I had $180,000 in the bank. So I figured, well, I'll just do the missions, those two missions, until I get back to 180,000. That was my justification of being able to purchase those two pieces of equipment, because I wouldn't be out any money, because I was already deciding to move on. All that to say, my new idea, the idea that I've had, and that is to go ahead and accept these missions, and I'll do that now. Wood transport. Okay. And a deadwood. Borrow item. Okay. And why would I borrow items when all I need is a chainsaw to do those deadwood contracts? Well, that's because I'm going to go ahead and put my sawmill down on the property. I'm going to cut some trees with this bad boy and transport them with this bad boy to the sawmill. That way I don't have to buy a wood trailer. Oh. Must be another funeral. Gotta show respect, sorry. Anyway, so I don't have to buy a trailer and use a front-end loader to do the move it to the trailer, all that kind of stuff. I figured I'd try this, see how easy it was. I know deadwoods aren't worth a whole lot, but I've done 250 tree deadwood contracts, and I've done a couple others that are pretty large. One is 60. Yeah, I think the last one was about that many. Nah, probably a little less, because the last one wasn't quite $8,800. Anyway, there's some big ones. And I'm not going to do every tree. But what I'll do is I'm going to cut down, wait, off the road. I'm going to cut down, let me get in this monster here and start our, that's the wrong camera. Oh, I'm not in. Oh, I'm in. Okay. Okay. Loud. Hopefully I fix it where it's not loud for you. Anyway, once I cut down some trees, I'll load them up, take them to the property, figure out where I'm going to put the sawmill. I'll install the sawmill, and then I will see how effective, or see if it's worth getting the deadwoods for the sawmill. So that's the, that's the goal. And once we go through the process at least once, then I'll shut her down and wait to say good morning in the morning after I finish all the work. So that's what's happening. I'm gonna get down there, and once I'm down there and I've chopped a few down, then I'll go down there and load a few up. I'll let y'all see some of each process. Okay, well, that worked. I just have to change the cutting length. Five, I believe, is the right length. We'll try it again. Oh, hopefully I won't get stuck in the mud too much here. Okay. Am I in there? Oh, not even close. Wow, my depth perception is awful. There we go. Cut, lift, pull it back here, and cut. And I'm not going to want little pieces. All right. I'll just get through these. I'm not sure how many I'll want, but I need to try to get them all kind of close to the same spot. So wonder what camera will be best for this. There we go. Whoa. See, now I can't see where my pile is. It's hard to twist them when you're in that position. You can only twist so far. Okay. I'll get this eventually. Get closer. There we go. Back it up. Okay. The there first. There's the truck over there. Running through the marsh. I hope this kind of works. It may seem cheaty, but like I said, these guys keep hiring me. They don't mind. Ricky is trying to get this truck right where I need it. Picking up the right ones. Those are the long ones. I don't need those. These are the ones that I'm after over here. Unfold it. Jump in the back. Switch the camera. Whoa. To that camera. Let's see what I can do here. Not a whole lot of doubles. But we'll see what we can do here. Oop. Angle works great when they're in a nice, neat pile. Whoops, missed. There we go. That's kind of two. Line them up. Bring down the front. Here we go. Okay. See how those fall? Oh, that's not too bad. Nudge it a little bit. Can barely reach those. I've never grabbed three. I don't think it likes three. It doesn't like three. Let's not tempt it. There we go. Okay. Like watching somebody play the crane game. Drop that. Get my forks. Should be two. There we go. So I line them up with the crane. Make sure the back part's all the way up. And then drop the front part to get them in the trailer. And I am using a farm stick for the crane. I don't know why that's open. Grab a two. Got four. I just want 2 at a time. Maybe I should aim for 1 at a time. All right, we got a load. It went relatively okay. I had to move 1 time to get a little closer, but I did okay. So let's go head to the yard and see if we can build ourselves a little sawmill. Should be easy enough. I think we're going to end up losing a little bit of that field, but I'm okay with that. I'll probably end up painting in around the trees after I harvest the trees, just to make it a little easier to mow and do whatever else I'm going to do in that field. I think I have plans for it right before fall. But we'll see how it goes. This is a really neat little truck. And it's fun to, oh, it's the brakes. Oh my goodness. Doesn't stop very good, but a nice little truck. Actually, that might be partly my fault. I had some reset where I may need to adjust my brakes, my pedals again, but we'll see. Okay. And I'm not sure if those bales are going to be in the way or not. See what we can figure out here. First of all, we need to find the production. Factory. Look. Yeah. Okay. Come on, sawmill. That's the auto production. I'm not sure what the difference is. I think if you drop them in that one, they trigger, maybe. And that one, you have to hit the button. I don't know. And loading point, gonna win on this side. So now to the tricky part. Where exactly do I want it? Kind of square it, maybe. Gonna want to spawn right inside the up there. Hold still. Overlap, so want it close to the end here, I think. I want to be able to drive in. Flat too. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. I'm not gonna decorate it just yet. I am gonna load it though. See what kind of load this is. It's not gonna be anything like a normal trees, but if I was to stop here and unstrap it, get out over here and hit the wrong button. Oh, that's maybe that's the wrong button or not. Is it on the other side? No, it can't be. Let me turn those on. Nope. Info trigger. Enter on. The wrong button. Oh, so it's right up next to it. What? What am I doing wrong? Manage production. Sell wood. There it goes. Now we can manage production. Okay, it was 1600. It holds 250. I'm not sure what I want to make. Heck, let's make them all. Activate, activate, activate. 40 cycles. 1600. Okay. So we've got a wood production. And that was the point of bringing you in. And I'll go ahead and maybe do one or two more loads, finish those contracts, then get through the night and bring you in tomorrow for May. And actually, I may wait till June. No, we'll wait till May because I'm going to sell. I got to work with the college bales. So we'll load a few, sell them off, and look at what we get from the greenhouse. And yes, we'll start May off in the morning. So we'll see you in the morning. Welcome back. It's not morning, but I wanted to bring you back in because I was doing my last contract. I wanted to get back to 180,000, and there was one contract left to get me there. So I was doing this wood transport, and I went to where I normally take it, and there was no little rings. Well, then I looked on the map, and it told me that I was supposed to bring it to the industrial sawmill production. That's mine. So I don't know what's going to happen when I drop it off. I don't know if I'll benefit from it. I only did 2 loads, and there's 29,179 in there. So I just thought I'd bring you back in to kind of see what happens. And I fixed my brakes too. Well, you know, there we go. All right. Let's hit the button and see what happens. 29,000. I'm getting credit. Some credit. Okay, they dropped down low enough. Okay, I completed the wood transport, and I got about 300 worth of wood. So instead of $12, okay, that's fair. I didn't know if it was going to be double cheaty and give me a bunch of wood. All right, well, I'm gonna take my truck back, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. We are back. I see some juices spawned, and we need to move over some apples. But I don't see anything out of the house. I guess because I'm running everything, it'll take a while, which is fine. It looks nice. Everything growing. Oh, we did get some wood. Haha. I knew this thing was fast. Well, then we have wood to sell, and we have silage to get ready to sell. I'm sure by the time we get it loaded, we can get it sold. So let's start off with the daily chores, and I gotta move the apples, and so gotta take the apple juice to the little guy Actually, I can just use the big trailer since we're going to use it anyway. Take the juice, move the apples, take the juice to the kiosk, the food kiosk, and then come back and load up some bales and some wood. Got to figure out where I sell the wood. I'm guessing kind of the same place I've been taking wood. So we got some things to do. We'll get these done, and if I figure out anything else, I'll let you know. I probably won't sell the wood daily. I'll get a dry storage shed and put them in there. I don't know where I should sell it. Themes, grain elevator museum. Nice. Close. Okay. Gonna drop off the best apple juice in Maizy Lou and our wood products, and then start working on the bales. Okay, here's the grain elevator. I know this is the sell point for the grain. I don't guess it is for the planks. Oh, it's right past it. Okay. And $6,700, something like that. I'm up at the 190. That's something. We started at, I don't know if it was at 180 or close to 180. So we made about 10 grand this morning between the apple juice and the wood products. don't think I mentioned it before, but the contract I had out on finding me a stone picker failed. So I paid the first 2,000 for nothing, but then I paid that additional amount for, I think I paid the big one for a year. So the next 12 months, one could come up. There's not one yet. There's this Mercedes-Benz though. I don't need it. I don't need anything. Of course, I would have taken that trailer. Okay. Let's load some bales. I'll load a few with you, and then I'll knock them out. I like these little bale handlers, bale picker-uppers. I'm not sure what you'd call them. Get to the right place. Every time I see people work with bales, they're always strapping them after every single one, and I found that you kind of let them be. Oops. And it seems to work out better. Of course, you have to be able to see to pick up these bales in the first place. I'm not some great bale handler. Let me make that clear. I just have my way of doing it, I guess. And the way sometimes when you put it in gear, like if I put it in reverse and it'll drive forward first, that kind of messes you up when you're loading bales because you end up pushing them off. Well, I'm gonna knock this out and let's see how many I knock off the trailer this time. Well, this is going to be our first load. Wish I would have noticed that that one bale was a 150. It kind of messed up my stacking, but it'll be fine. Got 5 left, plus the 2 180 grass bales. And we're going to go to, I'm guessing, the animal silage biogas plant. Same price as the animal dealer. Do that. It's going to be easier. We got some more wood. Thing is kicking it out. Oh no, no, no. The 190. 10,000. Hard economy is fun. Well, that's about all the jobs we have for May on our own property. We just gotta take off the vegetables, root crops, and garden items. And that apple juice every morning. But see what kind of contracts they have for us this month. Hopefully it's more than fertilizing and hoeing. So hoeing is not bad. I'm not the biggest fan of fertilizing. Park this up and we'll look at the contracts. Plenty fertilizing and hoeing. And weed. All right. Look, that's what we'll be doing. If I do run across a weeder or a hoe or a fertilizer, should I get it? That's the question. I don't know the answer. You know the answer. Feel free to let me know. Feel free. Be free. Feel free. Feel free to let me know. Happy to hear from you. Drop these down. All right. So we got a sawmill placed. That could use some cleanup, decoration type stuff. I may do that off camera, or I'll wait till next time. And then we figured out a way to kind of cheese the system and get some wood while we're waiting for our trees to grow. It's not cheaty. They like us. They didn't mind us borrowing their stuff. New windrower and tedder. Sold our first bales. And that's good day. We had a good day. All right. I do appreciate you. Thank you for coming or stopping by and spending some of your day with me. And I hope you see me in the next one. Have a good day.